Hello, my name is John Lewis. I've been a Christian entertainer for over 30 years and have presented at more than 2,000 Christian events. Now, in my other video, I talk about why we do special Christian events like VBS or Halloween trunk or treats. This video, I want to give some ideas on how to promote an event so that you can be successful with it. Okay, so you've decided to have a trunk or treat, a VBS, a Halloween party of some other sort, like a harvest party, or maybe a back-to-school bash. How do you get the word out? Well, you got to get people to bring their friends. 90% of everyone who comes to a church is brought by a friend. If every Christian in this country saw one friend come to know Christ by bringing them to church, witnessing, bringing them to a fun event, and that trend continued with each one of us reaching one person, in 4 years, everybody in the country would be a Christian. And these events help that process. So, the first thing you need to do is pray. Pray. Encourage your members to pray. In fact, what I do is I challenge members to pray for 30 or even 60 days every day before the event. So if I'm coming in to do a VBS at your church, I'll get there a couple of months ahead of time and I'll say, who will pray every day for the success of this VBS for the next 2 months? And a lot of adults will do it, and that will bring spiritual focus on the need to evangelize. Of course, you then want to announce from the pulpit. If you have a church billboard, you want to put it on the billboard, and you want to do all sorts of social media. So, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I've seen churches where they'll have a weekly update in their Facebook page on their VBS or something to get people coming back and thinking about it. Of course, you want to send out a press release if you can. People still read the local community journal. If you have a phone tree, you want to send out on your phone tree. But the real meat comes from bringing friends to church. See, all that other stuff will help encourage members to bring their friends to church, and the friends who maybe haven't attended your church might see it. They might see something and say, oh yeah, I've heard about that. I'd like to come. But the real fun begins with flyers, advertising flyers. If you don't have the money, print up one that's black and white. If you can print up one that's colored, so much the better. I like to hand out my flyers. I encourage churches 3 to 4 weeks before the start of the event to hand out the flyers. So if your VBS starts June the 1st, start maybe the second Sunday in May to begin handing out flyers, and hand out flyers every week leading up to the event. With the young people, I like to register them as ambassadors. You are official ambassadors. And they get 5 flyers every week, and the week before the event we give them 20 and say, hand them out to everyone. Go to your school and hand out all the flyers to all the kids in your class. And you can blanket a whole elementary school with flyers, and kids will want to come. The next thing, of course, is to have posters. You want to put posters in your church so that members will be encouraged to come to the event and bring their friends. But you want to put them in your community so that people who see the posters, if they're invited, they'll be more likely to come. Again, not as many people will see a poster at the local dollar store and say, oh, I want to go to that event. But if they see the poster at the local dollar store and then are invited to the event, it increases the likelihood that they'll come. So I have like the 8.5 by 11 poster. I have 11 by 17. Here's an idea. I print up a poster on 2 11 by 17 inch sheets of paper, trim the white off, and make it into a 17 by 22 inch poster. I mail these out to all the churches that I'm going to be at. And I email the other stuff out for the churches to print up. So that way you have plenty of flyers, plenty of posters. That encourages members to come and bring their friends. It encourages their friends, when invited, to come. Another idea, I've known churches to print up tickets to the event. Free tickets. People love tickets. The other thing that really works is to get a prize. Go to Walmart and get a $75 gift card or whatever. Sometimes at VBSs they give away prizes, electronic items like an MP4 player, who knows. I've seen bicycles given away, electronic cars, just whatever. And here's how I do it, and it works great. You say everyone who comes can put their name in the hat to bring a friend, to win a prize. Everyone who comes can put their name in the hat to win a prize. But if you bring a friend who doesn't attend your church, you put your name in 3 more times for every friend you bring. So if Jason attends your church and he brings Wesley, well, both Jason and Wesley can put their name in the hat to win, but because Jason brought Wesley, he puts his name in 3 more times. This is a strong incentive to bring friends. Then you say you shouldn't come to church just to win a prize, but just as these prizes are freely given, so too the greatest gift of all, which is salvation through Jesus Christ, is freely given. And this is a strong incentive to get people to come and bring their friends. The other thing you can do is you can set a mark with your kids. Say you run 50 kids on Sunday morning. Double that. Say if we can get 100 kids here for the event, then John Lewis or the pastor or the children's pastor gets a pie in the face. I've gotten many pies in the faces. I've been dumped on with slime. I've been rolled through the mud. I don't care. It's just a lot of fun, just so that you can get people focused on bringing a friend. The next thing is to always think about your location. Most events are held at the church, but sometimes it's better to hold them someplace else. I've talked to churches that did VBSs and say, we hold our VBS at the local park and we get 3 times as many kids. Something to think about. What really works, every time I've ever done it, it works is have the event at a school. Schools are very open to letting churches do things, so if your school allows it, have an event at your school. What I do is I go to a school and I present a say no to drugs, study hard, be the best you can be motivational show. And that's a smaller show. So I go into an elementary school and I do these shows, but then we make flyers available to everyone who wants them and advertise the big show at that school that evening or tomorrow evening. So if a lot of your kids went to West Elementary, I would try and find out if there's a connection to your church to West Elementary. Go there, do my say no to drugs, study hard, be all that you can be, respect others, don't bully. I talk about that, but then we make flyers available to any student who wants them so that we can do a show that evening at the school, and that's where the gospel gets presented. I've been to churches that have no connection to the schools, and they've been able to make it work. And I've been to churches where the superintendent attends their church, and it's easy. But all of these are done so that Christians can bring their friends to church, and their friends will likely to come. And that's the way the church grows, by each of us reaching one person. Please like and subscribe. I have another video on why we do Christian events. Go ahead and take a look at that video and then email it out. Show the link to as many people as we can. We want the church to be a light in the darkness, a city on the hill, and to reach as many people as possible. So I thank you for your prayers and your concerns and your help. My name's John Lewis. God bless you. Have a great day.